Good afternoon, YouTube. My name's Dave, and I know a lot of you are gonna find this video irrelevant to you. I didn't ask anybody to watch it. It's a choice that you chose to do, and I'm here today because, well, for one, I suffered from a dramatic breakup, and it didn't only just affect me, but it affected my entire life because I chose to let it. It's not easy to let someone go you love and have a family with. And my aspect of looking at things was I'm a terrible father because I let myself ruin our family. And I'm sure some of you guys have had prior breakups or separation from somebody you love, and for me to have, or even think to have, two separate homes for my kids, I feel it's unacceptable to me. But I guess it's how life is supposed to be, is it? I don't know. I never liked growing up having my mom and dad separated, and even though my mother did everything in her power to try to get back with my father, he chose not to. And I don't think it's right for you to say, example, as if your kids love you or want to see you, they'll come to you. I don't agree with that at all. Our children were never asked to be in this world or to be brought here. We did that. It takes two to make something like that happen in life. And I fucked up. I'm not gonna lie. Excuse my profanity. I was dealing with a lot, emotionally, physically, and mentally, and I kept that burrowed inside of me, and it affected who I was. It affected the people around me, the ones that loved me and cared about. I felt content having the woman I was in love with and my kids around. Did I show affection all the time? No, I didn't tell her I loved her every single day. And that's bad. You need to tell the people that you care about. You need to show them. And being separated, I used to talk to girls on the internet, and that's what was a downfall to my relationship. I couldn't commit to not talking to them. It didn't matter if they were close or far away. That is cheating. It really is cheating. Whether you want to admit it or not. I don't feel good about it at all. And it caused me to drink. It caused me to become an alcoholic because I was so depressed that it's what relieved my thoughts and my sorrow for the time being, and it led to me getting in trouble. Drinking caused me to go to jail, caused me to have to do these AA meetings and waste time out of my life to try to be successful, caused me to lose my driver's license, to be stuck and stranded and have to feel like you need help with others to rely on. And it's not the case. We're all in this world and we all make our decisions, and stupid ones at that, but it's a learning experience. And the one thing I don't understand in life is, and I don't know if I'll ever understand it, is when you fuck up like I did by talking to females and not spending all the time in the world with the one you love, but you change and you're willing to do everything in the world. You say whatever you want, sure. There's only so many things you can say. You can only say sorry so many times before, it's not meant. It's not an acceptable apology anymore. Then you got the separation and the physical emotion of the effect that it has caused for each individual person, and you feel so guilty, and you're trying so fucking hard to show people around you, how much that person means to you, not only from the surrounding people, but to the person that you love and want to spend the rest of your life with. I mean, I know what love is, and she's my one and only love. But my question to everybody, and I want to hear, the sides of everybody's story as far as a direct impact to me for a comment to figure out why. Why has it got to be this way? I changed, but what I'm saying is speaking does nothing. Actions speak louder than words. So when you're physically doing something to show somebody, and after being through everything, thick and thin, and then being separated, and showing that you've changed completely, that you only want that person for the rest of your life because you love them, and you have done everything that you possibly can to change, just to be a family man, and change not only for her but for myself as well. And you've done everything in that aspect to be a good man, and still don't come out with a win. I'm trying not to cry right now because family is very important to me. My kids mean the world to me. And I'm sacrificing everything I've got within me. I'm moving away to where she lives. My kids are staying. To not only be closer to the family, but to be closer to her as well. And she doesn't accept that. It's unacceptable to her. I should live there just for my kids. I shouldn't live there just because I want to be closer to my kids. It's not right. I mean, I feel that I should get a chance to be a family man after fighting and going through everything we've ever dealt with in life, and to be completely changed. We only made each other stronger, right? I mean, why can't somebody be in a good, perfect relationship after being the perfect picture and perfection to as close as perfection can get? I mean, I'm a perfectionist. I had businesses and I do beautiful work. I was a construction owner. I failed, and that was another downfall to my relationship because I kept wanting to pursue shit and not having money to stand for it, and we would be fine, but things would just go bad. And if you've ever been in that situation to where it caused an impact on your relationship, you feel like you're failing and you don't want to fail. You want it to continue to succeed so you don't give up. And that's how I am with my relationship. I know I fucked up. I want to succeed in life, but I want to succeed having a complete family. I don't want to have the two homes for my kids. I don't want them to have to come to me, and I don't want to have them to go to her. If you can just tell me, or women's perspectives that have children, baby dads that don't give a shit about their kids, or dads that do try. I mean, with what I've told you with the reasoning behind the relationship, for the most part, why is it that when us men that actually do care, that do love you women, or vice versa, the women that do love the men, which I don't understand the concept of people that actually do care about the person that they were initially in love with, that had a family together, why, after showing and attempting change and building that bond, so you never have to find or worry about finding somebody that you're going to have to be in love with, to reunite, to build a friendship, to build a bonding connection, companionship, and having the fear or the faith in believing and trusting someone to find out, and having to go through all that shit. Meeting people's fun. I'm not gonna lie, you learn, and that's why I was online when I was fucking supposedly cheating. I was talking to females, and to me, I was just talking. It's not right. It wasn't right. I had a lot of build up and shit on my mind, and there's no excuse for that. What I do know is that I fucked up, and I realize the impact of, even though coming home to being a family and not wanting anybody else, I was still cheating because I'm still talking. And trying to talk to her about something I was confused about, just being able to talk to somebody else about something different made me feel happier, because I was having a hard time struggling with my relationship, from trying to keep money coming in, not having to borrow it, and to be successful and shit. I love my family. I would do anything to have my family, and I'm just here to speak my mind because I feel good about it. You know, I may be saying the same thing 100 times over. I can't wrap my head around it after wanting to be with somebody that you absolutely care and love about, from it being your future wife, your soulmate, every aspect that you could possibly think about. Like, to me, I'm happy. That's my home. And I lost it. Myself caused me to lose it. And I don't understand why I can't bring that back to being happy in a complete family, when you're doing everything in the world that she wanted before that you didn't give to her. And yet you're doing it now after realizing how fucked up it is. You don't realize what you have until you lose something. But me, after going on 9 months, I still have not gave up, because I love her and I love my family. And to me, it hurts me to think that my kids, you know, are sad or can be depressed. Like, I didn't have kids for this to happen, and I just need an outlook on opinions. If you would take somebody back that's like me, that is willing to put in all this effort to build a complete relationship, to never have an issue in life besides, you know, arguments here and there, which you're always going to have, but it's not going to be the ones that are about, oh, you're going out too much, or hey, you're talking to her, or you're doing that, you're cheating on me. That kind of thing would never happen. You know, if you could just be happy and content with coming home and just knowing that you're coming home to that person, and you tell them you love them every day, and you want nothing more than to be able to sit down as a family and play with your kids, have them run around, go out to places. You know, I love that feeling of being a complete family. And it's not that I didn't love it before. I did. I was mentally fucked in my own world, because I felt like I wasn't good enough, didn't give good enough advice to myself, and I was helping others, and I allowed others to come into my life, and I took care of other people instead of taking care of the ones that were staying with me, that loved me, that I loved, and I didn't give that affection to my family, but gave it to other people because I felt it was a good deed, and it led to me going out to drinking and playing video games, staying up fucking late, and not spending time with her or the kids. And it's an excuse. It's a fucking excuse. I blame me. I blame everything I've done. And I accept the fact of a blame in being a complete piece of shit. I just want forgiveness. I mean, you can't hold everything accountable as a grudge to affect something in life, can you? I mean, you can't do that. I mean, change, you know, and courage to change, and the will to change, and the power to be successful, and to love the one you love. I can't give that up. You know, some people quit. I'm not a quitter. I don't want to give up on my family. I know she says she doesn't love me. Maybe she doesn't love me, but I want her to love me. I want to change that. You know, I want to show her I'm doing all these things, and she tells me, even though I'm going to be doing these things, that we're not meant. We're not meant for each other. What do you mean? It's so fucking confusing. You tell me you love me. You tell me good night. You help me when I need help. I help you when you need help. I mean, I don't get it. I don't understand that fact. That fact. Being a complete family. Why? If I'm doing everything right, why not? Why? Why don't you want your kids to have, the person that helped create these beautiful kids that God gave us? Why don't you want that to be a happy family after putting all this effort into it, spending the 3.5, almost 4 years together in life? And it's not a lot of time. It's not. It goes by so fast. If that person's willing to change for you just to be able to have a happy family and to do everything that you could ever ask for or want in life, then why not accept it? Why not? Why do you want somebody else to be there to raise your children? I don't want kids to come over and get attached to, say, I have a new girlfriend or a fiance down the road. I don't want that. I don't want anybody else. I mean, even if I did later on in life, I still wouldn't want my kids coming over, having a stepmom. Who's to say that they're going to be there forever? Or stuff like that, because she's not the true one I was in love with. I don't want to make any more kids with somebody else. I don't want to have them all over the place. I just want a family, and the family that I had. And I love her, and I love my kids. And I just can't accept the fact that she doesn't want to be with me. I'm sorry for this long video of sorrow and depression that I have, and I don't have the motivation to want to do things in life because I'm letting her affect me, and I just want it to affect me in a successful way to being a complete family. So if you have comments and nothing that's gonna be shitty towards me, and just to be open and honestly tell me, what you think about the situation, for me trying to do everything in the possible world to just be able to have a beautiful bonding connection with a person that I love and that she was in love with when she first met me, and that I'm going to be better than that person that she met and was in a relationship with. 100%. I'm going to be a daddy, a true one, a true family-oriented guy, and I just want her a part of my life to love me, and I just want her to accept the change and the fact that I have changed because I wanted to, because I love her, and I want nothing more than to share the rest of my life with somebody that I completely am in love with. Have a great afternoon.